Quite a hot topic at the moment is home improvements. 3 out of every 5 inquiries we're getting at the moment is from customers wanting to refinance their loan, borrow against their equity for home improvements. Rather than me trying to tell you how to do this best and how to use the best of your money or your budget, I've got one of my very good friends here, Bronwyn from Bronz Designs Consultancy, to give her top tips about home renovations and how to get the best from your money.
You're going to love me for this answer because the truth is it depends on the individual.
Yeah.
There is no blanket rule for this, and I'm so strong with my opinion on this.
Okay.
Because everybody's situation is different.
So you'd never push someone one way or the other?
No way.
You'd say, okay, well, what are you trying to achieve here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the reason I started Bronz Designs and Consultancy, a bit of self-promotion here, is, Bronz Designs, sure, that's give me all over the renovation work. However, some clients, they do ask that exact question, and the consultancy side of my business, that's what we're here for.
Okay.
So we will go into the home with the client and sit down and go, right, let's lay everything out on the table.
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like if we were to go and purchase a new home?
Okay.
What does it look like if we were to renovate?
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like if we renovate a little bit to sell and then go and buy the new home?
Maybe get a better result on a sale and get us more equity and all those kind of things.
That's right. So, and
at that
point,
you could also sort of dovetail in with like maybe their local real estate agent to get them
exactly what I was just about to say.
Right. So then they can give a possible, okay, well, this is what your house is worth now.
Yeah.
But if you do what, Bron has suggested to do, then your house could be worth this, which means you could then buy that.
That's
right. Is that the whole consultancy piece?
That's the whole consultancy piece.
Okay, cool.
I mean, you could even go as far. I had a client that went as far as actually doing up some concept designs.
Okay.
So then the design element came into it.
Sure.
But you never, with myself,
Yep.
I don't lock my clients into a complete process.
Yep.
So I stage the work. So it's
if only
whatever
stage 1 and 2, that's it. Cool.
That's it, because it's all about the client and what the client needs. And there's so many differentiating factors. So like you said, location comes into it. Stage of life,
True.
Is it a retired couple? The kids have moved out and now they're getting set up for retirement in the next 5-10 years. Do they need to downsize? Is it a growing family? Are the children small at the moment, but they're going to they want to be here until they reach university and then maybe they'll move on? Or do they want to stay here to see out university? Have they got no kids at all?
Speaking to all the thoughts that are in my head at the moment.
I'm secretly working my way in. All of these things come into play. People sometimes love their location, they love their neighbours, they love their suburb, and for depending
convenience, regularity, normality, all
and
that stuff.
depending on their own value system, that might be something that's really important to them.
True.
But it might not be important to the next person. The next person might be all about convenience for work.
Yep.
So it really does depend on the individual, and that's why I say consultancy is like the best 2-hour, 3-hour meeting that you can have.
Could save you months or years or thousands in, selling and moving because you thought that was the best result, but it might not have been, or renovating when you could have had a better result by selling and moving.
That's it. Okay. And I mean, it might be that you will do a renovation for someone's home and for them that worked because they could get everything they wanted out of that. And for them, buying a new house wasn't going to be worthwhile because they'd have stamp duty and all the other fees associated.
Yep.
And then the other place isn't going to be perfect anyway. So they'd have to throw money into that regardless.
Yep.
Or it might be that the scale of renovation that they want was just going to be too elaborate and it actually is more cost effective to move
to do it,
and find something, it depends what's on the market, depends what the market's doing. So there's just so many factors.
Okay.
And I highly recommend using the services of myself or someone else that offers that level of consultancy
as well.
That is really an unbiased service and that can really tailor it to the individual.
So I think my key takeaway from this is that between someone like yourself, someone like myself, and perhaps a real estate agent professional, between the three of you, you can have your finance, your budget calculated, your repayment set, the consultancy piece to show you what both options could look like, and the professional advice from a real estate agent that could tell you, like you said, what's on the market to buy, what you're possibly going to get from yourself, and then they can put all that information together in a strategy to make a decision on fact, rather than emotions, obviously, but rather than just a whip. So that's kind of how people like ourselves and a real estate agent can work together to bring it all together so someone has a proper plan rather than, I'm just going to knock down that wall on the weekend or I'm going to go repaint my bathroom, or I'm just going to sell and buy.
That's it. Knowledge is power.
True.
And you don't know what you don't know. And so when you can find out where you're at, what your status is, you're going to be in a more powerful position and you're going to be more confident making a decision as well, which means you're not going to end up with buyer's remorse.
True.
It means that
or seller's remorse.
Or seller's remorse. You're never going to feel renovator's remorse.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever got renovator's remorse.
They just do it again.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a tattoo, it's addictive. I lost my train of thought. So
that's right.
Continue.
No, I was just trying to because that's to me how I can see, because I've learned so much out of this, and I hope that we can share that knowledge with our audience, and that they use the services of people like ourselves when they want to make these really could be life-changing decisions.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge financial investment,
Yep.
and because people don't know what they don't know, and they don't know all the little ins and outs. In their mind, a client or a homeowner is always going to think it's not as difficult, perhaps, or not as intricate with the detail as what they have as what it actually is. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So, even if you don't think you need it, I think it's always worth, getting someone in, even just for an initial consultation.
Yep.
Just to
could be 1 hour that completely changes.
1 hour, that's it.
Yep.
Look, I actually am getting a lot of feedback at the moment, and certainly I've the feedback I'm getting is that I wish I'd found you sooner because we would have saved a ton of money.
Yeah.
Or I'm glad I found you because we had no idea.
Yeah.
Or I've actually gone through the process. I've designed whole houses for people. I am a building designer as well. And so I've actually designed a house for someone that saved them $80,000 on their site works.
Wow.
Because we designed the house differently.
Interesting.
And the reason for that was I knew that area, just from experience,
you've been there before. Yeah.
I've been there before.
Yeah.
I know that area had a lot of rock in the soil.
Yep.
It was sandy, no problem, but it had a lot of rock. So if we were going to have a larger footprint, that's more excavation.
Yep.
So you've got more to mitigate.
So you could go smaller footprint, maybe
smaller
go up.
Footprint. We went up, and we were able to control the amount of site works, and we worked out to a dollar value. It was $80,000.
Wow.
That's before slab even went down.
That's huge, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's experience. That's knowledge that you just wouldn't otherwise know.
So use someone else's experience, develop the strategy, and then just follow the process. That's basically.
Please follow the process.
Absolutely. Yeah.